Hello everyone, I'm going to make another cookie. I've never made this cookie before. It is Rice Krispie sugar cookies. I got the recipe from seatedAtTheTable.com and I will link the original recipe down below. So you know in past videos I've mentioned that I'm doing a pantry clean out and I've had this box of Rice Crisps for a while. At Easter I did a couple recipes with them and I still have like at least half a box. And so I Googled recipes with Rice Crisp in it and found the sugar cookie one. There's no marshmallow in it. This is not a Rice Krispie treat. This is just a sugar cookie with Rice Crisp. And this recipe is very popular because there is no egg in it. All it is 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, 3/4 cup sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, which I'm going to omit because this is salted butter, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 cups of flour, and then 1 1/2 cup of Rice Krispie treats. So as a typical sugar cookie, you're going to blend, whip the butter and sugar together first, add the vanilla, and then mix the rest of the ingredients. You know the drill if you've ever made cookies. So and this butter I pulled out last night, so it is room temperature. Whenever I make cookies that need butter, I like to plan it out the night before because I really think, the temperature of your butter matters. It's hard to whip together hard butter. So it's had plenty of time to come to room temperature naturally. All right, I got the butter, sugar, and vanilla all creamed together. Now I'm going to slowly add in 2 cups of flour. We got the dough mixed, minus the Rice Krispies. It looks like a typical sugar cookie dough, tastes like a typical sugar cookie dough. Now I'm going to add in the 1 1/2 cups of Rice Krispies. And I was going to hand mix it, but I think I'm going to try it in my mixer. Very low, couple beats. See what happens. All right, it's mixing, and 1 1/2 cups of Rice Krispies is really not that much. But that's what the recipe calls for, so that's what I'm going to do. And I still have like half a box left. I think I'm just going to make Rice Krispie treats with what is left, because I have marshmallow to use up. The recipe does not say to put it in the refrigerator. Usually sugar cookie dough is refrigerated first. So the first round I'm going to follow, but I am going to refrigerate the rest because it's a long bake cookie. Like you bake it for, hold on 1 second. All right, so you bake it the first round for 15 minutes. Then you remove the cookies from the oven and you flatten them with a spatula, and then you bake 20 more minutes until lightly golden brown and cracked. So this is like a crispy cookie. And she uses a 2 tablespoon sized mounds. I'm just gonna use this. This looks pretty big. This is what I'm gonna use. So I'll portion out the rest. It's supposed to make 24 cookies. And then just stick it in the refrigerator because I'm not letting them sit out for 35 minutes. But when you refrigerate your cookie dough, it's less likely to spread. But we're going to flatten it with a spatula, so we'll see if this works. So yeah, baking 300 degrees, which is very low. Usually cookies are 350, but it's probably because we're going to be baking it twice as long to make them a crispy cookie. I don't know what to do. I'm only going to do 3 per sheet because we are going to flatten them. And the recipe says like 2 inches apart, which my cookie pans are not that big. So we're just gonna do a couple rounds because I'm only gonna do 3 per pan, at least for this first round, so I see how much they spread. And they are dry. The dough is very, very dry. But there's no egg in it, so we'll see what happens. All right, I rolled out the rest. This is only 10 of them. I used all the dough. There's 6 in the oven, so that means it made 16 cookies, which the original recipe says it makes 24. I double checked everything. And I don't know, I guess my cookies are a lot bigger than hers, but she said she was using a 2-inch cookie scoop. So whatever, I'm getting 16 cookies out of it. And the dough is absolutely delicious. I do love sugar cookies. All right, my cookies seem to have moved. So I'm supposed to flatten them with a spatula. I'm well aware this is not a spatula. It's a pie cutter, but that's what I'm using to flatten it. So next batch, I think I will definitely put more on the sheet because I don't want to do too many batches. Someone did say in comments that their cookies were breaking. I can kind of see what that is breaking apart. So maybe not press too much. Maybe I don't need them that flat. All right, now we put them back in for 20 minutes. I definitely see what they mean by breaking. We'll see how much they spread, because I don't want to do 2 more rounds. I only want to do 1 more round. So the ideal situation is next one fit 5 per sheet, not just 3. I pulled the cookies out. Robert's making us cheeseburgers. That's what that sound is. So they definitely didn't spread too wide like I thought they were going to. So the next batch will be 5 per sheet. All right, here is the second batch. I need to trim these mats. This is why they're sliding, because these mats are slightly too big. I just need to trim them down a little bit. They didn't get as big as I thought, but let's go taste test the first batch. All right, these are completely cool now. Do a taste test. All right, Robert, try a cookie.
They're very heavy.
They're very dense. They're crunchy. I like them. The flavor is good. It's like a shortbread cookie.
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting? A shortbread cookie?
It's plain.
Yeah.
Very dense. Very hard.
They're okay. I mean, I kind of was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting something a little bit more, because the website went on about how like everyone always requests these cookies. They're good. Not the best cookie I've ever had. Wouldn't make them again, but they are good. It just tastes like a sugar cookie with just a little extra crunch.